Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the channel where learning English is easy, relaxing, and enjoyable. I'm your host, Emma, and I am so incredibly happy you are here with me today. Honestly, before we even start, I just want to say something. If you are here right now on day 6, that means you showed up again, and that is huge. Seriously. So many people start a challenge and by day 2 or 3, they quit. But you're still here. You're still trying. And I am so proud of you for that. So today is day 6 of our 30-day shadowing challenge. And today's topic is something you use every single day, whether you realize it or not. Today, we are talking about your daily routine. Waking up, brushing your teeth, making coffee, going to work, coming home, relaxing at night, all of that. Now, you might be thinking, Emma, that sounds so simple. Why do I need to practice something so basic? And honestly, that's a great question. But here's the thing. Daily routine vocabulary is actually some of the most useful English you will ever learn. Why? Because you talk about your day constantly with coworkers, with friends, with your language exchange partner, even with yourself in your own head when you're thinking in English. If you can describe your daily routine smoothly, confidently, without stopping to search for words, that changes everything. It makes small talk easier. It makes you feel less nervous in conversations. It makes you feel, honestly, like a real English speaker. And that's exactly what we're building today, together. Before we dive in, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I say this every single video, I know, but it genuinely helps so much, and it also means you won't miss day 7 tomorrow. We're building something together here, a habit, a community, a challenge, and I want you right here with me for all 30 days. And remember, like always, I am going to speak slowly and clearly today. No rushing, no stress. If you feel like other English teachers on YouTube talk too fast, don't worry, that is not going to happen here. We take our time, we repeat things, we go at your pace, not mine. Okay? Okay, let's get into it. So, let me tell you a little story, because this actually happened to me just last week, and it's the perfect example for today's lesson. Okay, so every morning my alarm goes off at 6:30, and I have this terrible habit. I hit the snooze button every single time. My sister, her name is Claire, she never does this. She wakes up the moment her alarm rings. No snoozing, nothing. I don't understand her. Honestly, I think she might be a robot. Anyway, last Tuesday, my alarm rang at 6:30, and of course I hit snooze. Then I hit snooze again and again. By the time I actually got out of bed, it was almost 7:15, and I thought, "Oh no, I am going to be so late." So I rushed to the bathroom. I brushed my teeth in like 30 seconds. I splashed water on my face. I didn't even have time to take a proper shower. Can you believe that? Then I ran to the kitchen and I made myself a cup of coffee. But I made it to go, in a travel mug because there was no time to sit down and enjoy it slowly like I usually do. I grabbed my bag, I put on my shoes. One shoe was actually untied, I noticed later in the elevator, and I left my apartment at 7:40. My commute to work usually takes 25 minutes, but that day there was so much traffic. So much traffic. I was sitting in my car, tapping the steering wheel, thinking, please let me get there on time. And you know what? I got to the office at 8:29. My work starts at 8:30. 1 minute. One single minute to spare. I walked in, out of breath, and my coworker looked at me and said, "Rough morning?" And I just said, "You have no idea." So that evening, when I finally got home, I promised myself something. I said, "Emma, tomorrow you are going to have a calm morning routine." And the next day, I actually did it. I woke up at 6:30, no snoozing. I took a shower, I made my coffee slowly, and actually sat down to drink it. I left my apartment at 7:15, nice and early, and I got to work with time to relax before starting. And honestly, That calm morning changed my whole day. I felt less stressed. I felt more focused. I even smiled more at work. My coworkers noticed. So now I really try to protect my morning routine because I learned the hard way that rushing through your day starts your whole day off wrong. Okay, so that's my little chaotic morning story. But inside that story, there are so many useful phrases about daily routine. Let's break them down together. All right, let's look at 7 key phrases from my story. I'm going to explain each one very simply, using easy words, and I'll give you an example too. Number 1, my alarm goes off. This means your alarm clock starts ringing or beeping. Not my alarm rings, although that's fine too, but native speakers usually say goes off. For example, my alarm goes off at 7 every morning. Number 2, hit the snooze button. This means you press the button on your alarm clock or phone so it stops ringing for a few extra minutes, so you can sleep a little longer. Honestly, this is my biggest weakness. Example, I hit the snooze button 3 times this morning. Number 3, rush to the bathroom, or just rush in general. Rush means to move quickly because you don't have much time. It shows urgency. Example, I rushed to catch the bus.
Number 4, splash water on my face. This means to quickly put water on your face with your hands, usually to wake yourself up. It's fast, it's simple, and it's very common when you're in a hurry. Example, I splashed water on my face to wake up. Number 5, grab my back, or grab in general. Grab means to take something quickly. It's more casual than take or pick up. Example, I grabbed my keys and ran out the door. Number 6, my commute. This is such a useful word. Your commute is the trip you take between your home and your work or school. It can be by car, bus, train, or even walking. Example, my commute takes about 30 minutes. Number 7, time to spare. This means extra time, leftover time you didn't need to use. So 1 minute to spare means you had exactly 1 extra minute before you'd be late. Example, we arrived at the airport with an hour to spare. Number 8, a rough morning. Rough here means difficult or hard, not smooth. So a rough morning means a difficult, stressful morning. Example, sorry I'm late. I had a rough morning. Number 9, have time to relax. This one is simple but so important. It just means you have free time, calm time, before you need to do something else. Example, I got to school early, so I had time to relax before class. Okay, 9 great phrases. Now, this is the exciting part. We are going to practice saying all of these out loud together using something called shadowing. If this is your first time on the channel, let me explain quickly what shadowing is. Shadowing means I say a phrase, and then you repeat it out loud right after me, trying to copy my pronunciation, my rhythm, my intonation, everything. It's like being my shadow, following right behind my words. This is one of the most powerful ways to improve your speaking and your accent, because you're not just reading silently in your head, you're actually using your mouth, your voice, your breath. Real scientists who study language learning say that speaking out loud physically helps your brain build stronger connections than just reading or listening alone.
So today, we're going to do more than 15 rounds of shadowing. Don't worry, I'll guide you through every single one. And remember, speak loudly and clearly, even if you feel a little shy. Nobody is watching you, except maybe your cat. So let's begin with some easy, beginner-level rounds. Okay, get ready. Repeat after me, nice and slow. Round 1. My alarm goes off. Good job! One more time. My alarm goes off. Perfect. Round 2. I wake up. Great! Again. I wake up early. Beautiful! Round 3. I brush my teeth. Nice and clear. One more time. A little faster. I brush my teeth. Wonderful. Round 4. I make coffee. Lovely. Let's try it with more feeling. I make coffee every morning. So good. Round 5. I grab my bag. Great job. Again, please. I grab my bag and go. Excellent. Clap hands softly. Look at you go. You're doing amazing. Honestly, I can feel your energy through the screen, and it's making me smile. Let's move up a level now. These next ones are a little bit longer, a little more natural, the way real people actually speak. Round 6. I hit the snooze button. Nice! One more time, with confidence. I hit the snooze button again. Yes! Round 7. I rush to the bathroom. Great pronunciation, I bet. Again, I rushed to the bathroom this morning. Beautiful. Round 8. I splashed water on my face. Very good. Let's repeat it once more, a little slower this time. I splashed water on my face. Perfect rhythm. Round 9. My commute takes 25 minutes. So natural. Again, my commute takes 25 minutes. I'm impressed. There was so much traffic. Great. One more time with feeling, like you're really annoyed. There was so much traffic. Ha, I love that energy. Round 11. I got there with 1 minute to spare. Wow, that was a long one, and you did it. Let's try again. 1 minute to spare. Nicely done. Round 12. It was a rough morning. Good. Again, please. Honestly, it was a rough morning. I believe you. Okay, take a little breath with me. In and out. How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling proud, because you should be. This is not easy. Speaking a new language out loud, especially to a video, especially when nobody's correcting you in real time, that takes courage, and you're doing it every single day. That's day 6 of showing up for yourself. Now let's move into our conversational rounds. These are longer sentences, more like something you'd actually say to a real person in a real conversation. Take your time with these. Round 13. I woke up late, so I had to rush to get ready. Great job staying with me. One more time, a bit slower. I woke up late, so I had to rush to get ready. beautiful pacing. Round 14. I made my coffee to go because I didn't have time to sit down. Wonderful. Let's do that again. I made my coffee to go because I didn't have time to sit down. So proud of you. Round 15. My commute usually takes 25 minutes, but today there was so much traffic.
The next day, I promised myself I would have a calm morning routine. Beautiful. Let's repeat it once more with warmth in your voice, like you're telling a friend. The next day, I promised myself I would have a calm morning routine. I felt that. Wow, 17 rounds! Can you believe it? We are not stopping there though, because I promised you extensive practice today, and I always keep my promises to you. Let's do a few more, focusing on the evening part of a daily routine, because mornings aren't the only part of our day, right? Round 18. In the evening, I like to relax and watch TV. Lovely. One more time. In the evening, I like to relax and watch TV. So smooth. Round 19. Before bed, I usually read for a little while. Nice. Again, please. Before bed, I usually read for a little while. Great job. Round 20. I try to go to bed around 11 o'clock every night. Very good. One final time, with confidence. I try to go to bed around 11 o'clock every night. Perfect. 20 rounds complete. Ugh, big smile, claps. Okay, take a moment, breathe. Shake out your shoulders if you need to. Seriously, how incredible is it that you just said 20 different English sentences out loud, clearly, with real rhythm? That is not a small thing. That is real, tangible progress. And progress like this, done every single day, is exactly how fluency happens. Not overnight, not through some magic trick, but through small, consistent moments like this one, right here, right now, between you and me. I want to talk for a second about why this daily practice actually works, because I think understanding the why helps you stay motivated. You see, when you learn a language only by reading or by silently studying grammar rules, your brain stores that information, but it stores it kind of separately from your speaking muscles, if that makes sense. It's like knowing the steps to swim, but never actually getting in the water. You can memorize flutter, kick, 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 breathe, but until your body actually does it, you won't really know how to swim. Speaking out loud, especially through shadowing, connects your brain and your mouth together in a real physical way. It trains your muscle memory for pronunciation. It trains your ears to predict rhythm and stress. And honestly, it also trains your confidence, because the more you hear your own voice speaking English smoothly, the more your brain starts to believe, hey, I actually can do this. That's why I created this 30-day challenge. Not because 30 days will make you perfectly fluent. Nobody becomes fluent that fast. And if anyone tells you that, they are lying to you, honestly. But 30 days is enough time to build a real habit. And habits are what create fluency, slowly, over months and years. You're not just learning daily routine vocabulary today. You're building the habit of speaking English out loud every single day, without fear. And that habit? That's worth so much more than any single lesson. Okay, before we say goodbye for today, I have a little homework task for you, like I always do. I want you to write, in the comments below, 3 sentences about your daily routine, using the vocabulary from today's lesson. For example, you could write something like,
My alarm goes off at 7. I rush to get ready. My commute takes 15 minutes. Just 3 simple sentences using your real life, your real routine. And if you're feeling brave, and I hope you are, because you've already been so brave today, try saying those 3 sentences out loud, on video, or just to yourself, using the shadowing rhythm we practiced. Slow, clear, confident. I read every single comment. I promise you that. And when I see your sentences, it genuinely makes my whole day. So please, don't be shy. This community is here to support you, not judge you. We are all learning together. Okay, my friend, that brings us to the end of day 6. I am so proud of you for showing up today. Learning a new language is genuinely one of the hardest, most courageous things a person can do. It takes patience, it takes bravery. It takes showing up even on the days when you feel tired or unmotivated, or like your English still isn't good enough. But let me tell you something important. Your English is already good enough to keep going. That's all fluency really is, continuing. Tomorrow is day 7, and we're going to keep building on everything we practiced today. So please, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on notifications so you don't miss it, and I will be right here, waiting for you, with the same warmth, the same patience, and the same slow, clear pace you can always count on. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Take care of yourself, be proud of your progress, and I will see you tomorrow for day 7. Bye for now. Waves warmly, big smile.